What is going on, guys? Joel here, and the event that many have been waiting for just happened because it was the event where they finally announced the next generation of iPhones. This year is a little different because we had 4 new iPhones announced, but we'll get into that shortly. In this video, I just want to do a quick recap of everything that was announced in case you missed out on the event. So to begin this event, there was a new HomePod Mini announced, which, just like the regular HomePod, it's a Siri-enabled smart home speaker similar to that HomePod that's available now, but it's smaller. This HomePod Mini has a backlit touch surface with controls for your volume, play and pause, and then it illuminates when you talk to Siri. Inside, it's powered by Apple's S5 chip that's found in the Apple Watch Series 5 and new SE models. It has 360-degree audio and 4 microphones to help cancel noise and listen to that command. Don't want to say the command because it might trigger your devices now, but that 4 microphone setup is something that impressed me whenever I tried the original HomePod, because it's just crazy how it can still listen to you even if you're far away or if there's loud noise going on, it can still hear that command. Now, the HomePod Mini also has a new intercom feature that lets you send a message to your whole household using Siri. So if you have more than one HomePod in your home, you can send a message and it'll play throughout all your speakers. Now, using that intercom feature, you can also send an audio message to other people in your home to their devices, whether they're on an iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, AirPods, or even CarPlay. Now, if you want stereo sound, you can even pair up 2 HomePod Minis together. But this mini version of the HomePod will support Apple Music, podcasts, iHeartRadio, radio.com, and TuneIn. And in the coming months, it'll support even Pandora now and Amazon Music. Unfortunately, Spotify was nowhere to be seen, which kind of sucks because I personally use Spotify as well along with Apple Music. But other than that, that is the HomePod Mini. It's just basically a smaller HomePod. Now, this can be pre-ordered on November 6th and will be available on November 16th. And it'll come in 2 colors, white and black, and will cost $99. Definitely, Apple wants you to have these smart home speakers now in your household. So for $99, you can get the HomePod Mini. Next was the iPhone 12 announcement, which, starting off, they went ahead and said all iPhone 12s will support 5G networks. Now, for the iPhone 12, there were 2 new models announced. An iPhone 12 that has a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR display and a brand new iPhone 12 Mini. Now, this Mini has a new size that is a 5.4-inch display. It actually has a Super Retina XDR display, just like the 6.1-inch iPhone 12. But they both have the new flat edge design made out of aluminum. Now, the iPhone 12 is 11% thinner, 15% smaller, and 16% lighter than the previous iPhone 11. Now, the displays on these new devices will be a great upgrade as it has gone from LCD to now OLED displays, just like the iPhone 11 Pros. It'll give you a higher contrast ratio of 2,000,000:1 and true black, so when watching movies, playing games, taking photos, or putting the display to dark mode, blacks will be truly black. This will help with battery life and things like that. But the Super Retina XDR display also gives you a higher resolution of 2532 by 1170 and 460 pixels per inch on the iPhone 12, which is 2 times more pixels than the iPhone 11. With this higher resolution display, everything will look a lot sharper and better, especially when reading text, or even viewing your photos will look better as it'll show more detail and have more precise color. Also, another thing would be that the displays will get even brighter because now it supports up to 1200 nits of brightness. Apple also said that they worked with Corning and put a new material on top of their glass called ceramic shield, which what they described it as is that it's a nano ceramic crystal that makes the glass tougher and making these displays on the iPhone 12 and 12 mini tougher than any smartphone glass. Supposedly, with this new ceramic shield, the iPhone 12 has 4 times better drop performance, so it won't crack your glass, but I wouldn't put money on that because it is glass. Now inside the new iPhone 12, there is a new A14 Bionic chip, which has a 6-core CPU and a 4-core GPU, giving you 50 times faster CPU and GPU performance than any other smartphone chip. It also has an improved neural engine with 16 cores that is 80% faster. Now the A14 Bionic chip also has 70% faster machine learning accelerators. And in short, this new processor is a pretty beastly chip and will not only help performance, but it also helps battery life, cameras, and more. But speaking about the cameras, the iPhone 12 still has dual cameras, which is going to be a 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 12 megapixel wide angle camera. Now this ultra wide has a 2.4 aperture, and the wide angle camera has a new 7-element lens with a wider f1.6 aperture. It'll give you better low light performance as well, so photos and videos you take with this camera will have less noise in the shot and be brighter. Now when it comes to night mode, it isn't only a wide angle camera feature, it now is available on the ultra wide camera and even the front facing camera. Also, time-lapse recording gets this night mode capability as well. Now something that's brand new coming to the iPhone 12s is MagSafe, which you may have heard in the past if you have been a long time Apple user, because MacBooks had MagSafe. This simply gives the back of the iPhone a magnet that allows you to attach new accessories made for the iPhone 12 like a case, wallet, and more, and it all easily snaps together. There's also a new MagSafe charger that'll magnetize to the back of your phone, giving you faster wireless charging. MagSafe on the new iPhone 12 will also help when it comes to magnetizing to current wireless chargers. Now, Apple also introduced a magnetic charger of their own that charges both your iPhone 12 and Apple Watch. You can even fold it and take it on the go. So Apple keeps being environmental friendly, which is great. But with this, you would no longer get supplied earpods or a wall adapter in the box of your new iPhone 12. Your new device will only come with the phone itself and a USB-C to Lightning cable. This will help with the environment and also help with the cost of the device. But as mentioned earlier, there is a new size for the iPhone 12 known as the iPhone 12 Mini, which gives you all the same features as the iPhone 12 but in a smaller body. It'll be physically smaller than an iPhone 8, but pack a larger 5.4-inch Super Retina XDR display. So the only difference between the 12 and the 12 Mini is screen size and battery. It was actually funny seeing the perspective of the iPhone 12 Mini when shown in the hand like they did at the event here. But the iPhone 12 and 12 Mini will come in 5 different colors: white, black, blue, green, and product red. They both will also come in storage sizes of 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, and 256 gigabytes. Pre-orders for the iPhone 12 will start this week on October 16th and release on October 23rd. And pricing starts at $799. Now when it comes to the iPhone 12 Mini, on the other hand, this won't be available to pre-order until November 6th and will release on November 13th. Pricing for the iPhone 12 Mini will start at $699. Now lastly, Apple introduced their other 2 devices, the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max. Both have new screen sizes of 6.1 inches for the iPhone 12 Pro and 6.7 inches for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Just like the iPhone 12s, they have a new flat design, but these come in stainless steel. It also packs a Super Retina XDR display, so all iPhone 12 models now have the same type of screen. The Pro models, though, set itself apart with its triple Pro camera system on the back. It has a 12 megapixel wide angle camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 12 megapixel telephoto lens. Now the wide angle camera on these Pro models have a new f1.6 aperture, 26mm focal length sensor, and optical image stabilization. As for the ultra wide angle camera, is the same and has a 13mm focal length with 120-degree field of view and an f2.4 aperture. Now one difference in between the 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max will have to be that third telephoto camera lens. The iPhone 12 Pro has a 52mm focal length telephoto lens with an f2.0 aperture, while the iPhone 12 Pro Max has a longer 65mm focal length lens, giving it an f2.2 aperture. So with this longer focal length on the Pro Max, it is able to optically zoom in 2.5 times compared to the 2 times zoom on the 12 Pro. The iPhone 12 Pro Max also has a new sensor shift optical image stabilization on its wide angle camera, so this will give you steadier shots even when hand movements or vibrations happen when capturing photos and videos. Now with these iPhone 12 Pro models, Apple also introduced ProRAW, which is a new feature that'll be coming later this year. This gives you more data for your photos when it comes to editing, as you won't lose detail in the photo. So it is great for those that utilize their iPhones as a device to take pro-like photos. Now, alongside Apple's ProRAW photo feature, you also get 10-bit HDR recording, letting you record over 700 million colors, which is 60 times more than before. It can also record in Dolby Vision HDR, which iPhone 12 Pro's camera is the first camera to do that. It can do all of this and record at 4K resolution up to 60 frames per second. So when it comes to video grading, if you do that normally, you will have a lot of data to play with without losing quality. Definitely see this being great for those pro users. Now with this triple pro camera setup, you also get a LiDAR scanner, which measures how long light takes to hit an object and reflect back, so it is able to tell depth in between the objects. This is great for augmented reality, but it also now is able to help the cameras on the iPhone 12 Pros, giving it faster autofocus for photos and videos, even in low light. So just like the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Mini, the iPhone 12 Pro models will also have the new MagSafe for the magnetic charging and attaching accessories to it. All devices support 5G, and as far as colors for the iPhone 12 Pro models, they'll be coming in 4 colors: Pacific Blue, Gold, Silver, and Graphite. It'll start with a higher storage size of 128 gigabytes instead of 64, which is great. It'll also be available in 256 gigabytes and 512 gigabyte storage sizes. Now the iPhone 12 Pro will start at $999, and pre-orders start this Friday, October 16th, and release on October 23rd. But if you are opting for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, pre-orders won't begin until November 6th, and that is set to release on November 13th, just like the iPhone 12 Mini, and the Pro Max will start at $1099. But other than that, that is everything that was announced at this October Apple event. Let me know if you will be picking any of these iPhone 12s or even a HomePod Mini. There's a variety of choices this time around at many different price points, so it'll be interesting to see what most people will be getting. The sizes I'm more interested in won't be coming out until November, but definitely looking forward to possibly getting my hands on the ones that are releasing this month. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that like button below, as it not only lets me know that I enjoyed it, but it also shows support to the channel. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter and or Instagram. And lastly, if you feel like being awesome, hit that subscribe button and be sure to click that notification bell. That way you are notified when I drop my next video. Other than that, appreciate all you for watching, but I will catch you all on the next one. All right? Peace.